Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Thank you very much for tuning in. For those of you who are new to Tom Clancy's The Division 2, or you were former Division 1 players and you finally just made your way into the Division 2, I want to share that, something with you that I've actually noticed in the past few days. So lately I made a video about how to get your exotics, and many people have been commenting on how you can get some of the exotics that's been updated within the game that a lot of videos have not necessarily touched on specifically. Maybe they've mentioned it in passing, that you can actually get some of these exotics now from alternate sources. And, based on the title and the thumbnail of this video, we are going to be talking about how to actually get yourself the exotic LMG, or what we know as the Pestilence LMG. Now, this weapon has always traditionally been an exclusive Dark Zone drop. And so the only place you could get it was in the Dark Zone. In fact, I got mine from the Dark Zone, and it fell from a True Sons boss at a supply drop. That's exactly where I got it from, in one of the DZs. I can't remember. And I quickly extracted it from there, and I was happy, and I got the heck out of the Dark Zone. Now, this has actually changed. According to members of the community, many people are now reporting that they're actually able to get this weapon from the regular light zone. When we say the light zone, we mean the world that is outside of the outside of the Dark Zone. So you can actually get this weapon for yourself. Now, I think the best way to do it is to hunt down bosses in specific places or missions that are dropping LMGs as their targeted loot. If you come to the map and you're not a world tier 5, you're not going to be able to see targeted loot. So that's one of the first things you have to understand. Now, currently on the map as we sit, there is currently nowhere, nor is there any mission where you have LMGs dropping that I actually know about. Let's see if Roosevelt Island, let me see. Oh, I take that back. Roosevelt Island actually has LMGs, but it is an invaded mission. So you have to play your invadeds and then get to Roosevelt Island and then take out a whole bunch of bad guys. Now, one of the cool things about, the invaded aspect is, dealing with Black Tusk, dealing with, a very long mission, there's a chance that it may drop for you from here. So I would target my priorities on somewhere like this as a source of it dropping. Maybe matchmaking and asking people in your matchmate group saying, hey, are you guys able to hook me up with this weapon if you actually do find it? I think this is one way to go in terms of how to get it. Now, another thing too is you may find this allocation outside of a mission and in the open world. Like I've shared in my other videos, what I think the best strategy is in order to do a heroic mission in the open world is that you level up control points to level 4. In one of my old videos where I talked about leveling up control points, it was a video made at the time where everybody knew how to do that. So I was making a video kind of commenting on something, but apparently some people don't know how to level up a control point to level 4. So I guess I'll take the opportunity to talk about that in this video. Now, if you look at every control point, there are usually missions that are linked and tied to these control points when they're actually red. Let's use this one here in Southwest as an example. If you look, there's a fine thin line that drives this control point all the way through a hostage rescue mission. There's another line that drives it all to a propaganda broadcast. And so what you want to do is you want to go ahead and finish these side activities, not missions, and then they'll level up the control point. So if you take out the bad guys and rescue the hostages, you're going to see a notification saying the choke is leveled up to level 2. You do another one, it levels up to level 3, and then now you're looking for, but where's the third one that's going to level it up to level 4? Usually it would appear, or you can find sometimes you see some convoy, some elite patrol around or in this area that's linked to this, and you could just do it and it will level the control point up. Or maybe while you're in the middle of one mission, more trouble will break out. The world is so open and dynamic, it seems tricky to get these control points done, but usually once you start doing them, then the rest of the connected activities will link themselves or will reveal themselves in the map. This is how you can actually do this. Now, don't be surprised as well that even within an area that's actually dropping LMGs in the map, you can open a chest and actually get these weapons. There are faction chests all over the open world. One of the best ways to locate them is to actually go on the divisionmap.com, division2map.com, I think that's what it is, or just Google it, the Division 2 map. There's a website that has the map of this entire game and has all kinds of different locations on the map on where to find things, resources, caches. In fact, let's see if we can actually, I was going to show you guys later. Okay, there it is, the Division 2 map. And if you come here, it has a whole bunch of resources. You can hide all and then start to reveal things that you actually do want within the map. You can search for, you know, key. It will show you all kinds of keys and all that stuff. So just a very cool resource. I don't know who did this. Whoever did this, man, you know, you are an angel. You're a star. Thank you very much. So you can use that resource to find things on the map, like, you know, keys and all that good stuff. But no longer is this weapon exclusive to the Dark Zone. You can get your hands on it. For those who may be wondering why you should get yourself a Pestilence, there is the Plague of Outcast talent, which if you hit an enemy 5 times, they actually get this plague, and then for about 10 seconds, and whenever that enemy is killed, they actually leave a toxic cloud that deals like 1,000% weapon damage per second to anyone inside the, you know, the cloud, and then inflicts and anyone in the cloud gets Pestilence. This debuff reduces healing received by 50% for 10 seconds, and whenever an enemy with Pestilence will be downed, they're instantly killed. So this is like a PvP type you know, talent, which actually does work for a lot of PvP builds. From when this weapon was first a thing, people were using this very much. But in PvE, this is one talent. This Plague of the Outcast actually does do a good job if you're able to get a group of NPCs in the same place. But that kind of rarely happens because once you start shooting NPCs, they scatter because of the threat mechanic. And then you have Outcast Resilience. While holstered, you gain 20% bonus armor for 5 seconds whenever you're affected by blind, bleed, or burning. So if you want something that can, you know, kind of I would say complement stop, drop, and roll. Say, you know, maybe you get burned by something. There's a talent called stop, drop, and roll that will give you, yeah, there it is. If you says stop, drop, and roll while equipped, rolling removes burning, bleed, and poison status effects, and this can occur once every 60 seconds. So if you have a weapon like this holstered in your sidearm, just has to be equipped, that's all. And this can provide you some protection against any kind of hazardous damage, and then you can do your dive roll, and then all the status effect goes away, because sometimes hazardous damage can just instantly take you out if you're, you know, maybe your health is low, but then you have this and it grants you like a lot of armor. So there are a lot of uses that can actually work with this weapon. It's not a waste of time. It's something that I would say keep an eye out, and if for nothing, use it to complete your exotic wall. I think this is definitely something that you can benefit from and you can enjoy in terms of all that good stuff. And then, you know, also if you're maybe farming that mission with people, ask them. This is the best time to actually ask people for exotics, because a lot of people already have all the exotics and they'll be happy to drop a second one for you. So that's pretty much my video. Thank you very much for your time and audience. Subscribe if you want some guides and tips and tricks and all that good stuff for the Division 2. For those of you who are new to the game, welcome to the Division 2. Welcome to, you know, end game content. Hopefully we get to see some more stuff coming in, you know, it gets to be more interesting for you. So I hope that works. I hope this is helpful. Leave comments if I forgot anything, you veterans, and I guess I'll see you in my next video. Peace.